Hey, what's going on? What's going on? It's Robert Walkner here with another episode of CoinOpTV live and interactive on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/CoinOpTV. Just got finished watching the EA press conference for E3 Expo 2016. Apologies in advance. I'm a little under the weather, so my voice is a little froggy, but I want to do these videos. I want to get the hype machine going for you guys and do a little bit of a quick recap and talk with you, whoever shows up in chat. These are sort of unplanned, impromptu kind of things. If you guys are watching this on the archive, leave me some comments, questions, concerns about what you thought of the EA press conference. So it was an interesting thing. It was a little different this year. There was in a new location. It was simulcast in the LA and also London with Andrew Wilson and Peter Moore in London. It was a mixture of some of the titles we already knew about, the science fiction stuff, and also the sports stuff. They trickled in a little indie title as well. I see some people popping in chat. Let me give some shout outs to Darren Goats, Daniel Channel, Jack Campbell. What's going on? Just talking some EA press conference stuff. So the first big one was, of course, Titanfall 2. Can you guys hear me and see me okay and everything in chat? Everything sounds good. So here's a Titanfall. We got, sorry, I just got a little pop-up asking me about my audio, so kind of confused me there. All right, I got some screen grabs from Titanfall. Titanfall will be out in October 28th, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Windows, PC. Yes, you guys saying it sounds good. Okay, great. I switched browsers, so some of my settings are a little different, and I'm just kind of doing this on the fly. So let me get some screenshots here for old Titanfall. So I'm going to do this a little different with the screenshots. I'm going to bring up a bunch, try and scroll through them if I can. Okay, so here we go. Let's share this bad boy. There we go. Okay, so this is from the Titanfall single-player campaign trailer that they showed. It looks like, for the first time, we're going to get some Titanfall 2 on the PlayStation. Previously, it was an Xbox One and PC thing. For the single player, we saw some mech combat. And all right, here we go. I'm going to try and switch pictures. There you go. Some mech combat there. The mechs, they look smaller and faster than we saw them before in Titanfall. Had a chance to play a lot of Titanfall kind of early on. I thought it was a fun game, but I was sort of playing on my PC, not my Xbox, and I'm not really a big PC person, so I'm glad that I can kind of get it onto my PlayStation 4. We also got to see some of the soldiers animation, and the action looked really ramped up. Everything looked like faster. Graphics looked real smooth. In this shot here, it looks like there's like a couple pilots in here with like a hologram kind of communicating. This is from single player again. We also got to see some crazy looking aliens. Here's some like alien on this world. I'm not quite sure, what's up with all the aliens. And here's a look at some of the new mech that's coming in. Don't know what any of these giant robots are called, but I'm excited about giant robots and checking them out. In the multiplayer, we got to see a multiplayer trailer. It showed off the mech and the soldiers fighting together, really smooth and fluid. I mean, everything was like fast. All the mechs looks like they were faster, and soldiers just like flying around. Something was really cool was watching sort of the animation when soldiers were getting into their robots and everything. Here's a couple robots. Now we know we got swords. I think this kind of shows like some sword combat, so you can like slash a mech in there. Okay, let me end that. Get back to me. I see people asking questions or jumping in chat. Check out Blast. Not going to. I've seen Civil War. Yes, I did a review of Civil War Spidey-Man, all that, like a few weeks ago. So hopefully you can check that out. I see Gaming Reese is in chat. Skylander Dragon. I did a video a little earlier talking about Skylanders Imaginator Ember. If you didn't see that, check that out. Also, Gaming Reese, I'm going to watch the Bethesda press conference later, do a little recap. So apologies in advance, a little ill, trying to get all this stuff out as soon as I can. Well, it's kind of news and it's hot. And here's an image I want to share. So this is what I thought was the coolest thing from the multiplayer trailer was two guys, or two, male or female, were in mechs. They were battling each other. They both ejected sort of around the same time. And then while in the air, one guy shot like a grappling hook, it looked like, towards the other guy and pulled him in and was able to like melee him or shoot him. It was really quick the way it happened, but I thought, man, that looked kind of cool. Like if you're up in the air and you're like shooting each other or trying to grapple each other or melee each other, that seemed like a really cool thing, which I don't think they had at all in Titanfall 1. So that would be kind of cool to see in Titanfall 2. Okay, so then they showed, let's see, we jumped over to some Madden. Not going to talk about the sports stuff that much because I'm not a big sport gamer person. I don't really do a lot of it on this channel, but they did show the extensive area on Madden. Well, this is a graphic from Madden 16 Championship. They talked about like esports and competitive gaming. They showed some professional gamers for Madden 16 sports, and then they showed a bunch of new stuff for Madden 17. Peter Moore talked about it being the most balanced game yet, new ways to play. Peter talked about the esports and competitive nature of things revolving around the old game and the new game coming out, Madden 16 and 17. They showed a little montage of all these guys. I'm not the biggest Madden person. I can't think of like any Madden game I played more for like than an hour just to kind of like sample it. So sorry guys if you guys are big Madden peeps, football peeps. That wasn't my thing, but the next game they showed was Mass Effect Andromeda. Let me get my screens up for that. I'm a big Mass Effect person, so Mass Effect was definitely something I was hyped to see. Let's see, I got some screenshots. There we go. So Mass Effect Andromeda, we didn't get a street date or release date. We got a new trailer kind of, or, you know, screens, new trailer kind of showing some stuff off. That was pretty cool, so I got some grabs of that. The developers talked about there being a new adventure and building on what things you liked already in the past from Mass Effect games. They claim that it's going to be a bigger adventure with new casts, more freedom, powered by the Frostbite engine. They showed this. So these screens are from like a little behind-the-scenes featurette that included some visuals in there. I see some new people jumping in chat. P. Diddy Sports is back again. Tol Akin, Second Opinion Pro. Some of you guys I haven't seen before. This is something I'm doing new, doing a little recap of the press conferences right after they end. So here's a cool look. They showed like some motion capture of like the guys making like kind of the fist ground pound move. So I kind of grabbed a screenshot of that. I thought that was really cool. And I don't know, they showed this female character, so to the end, I don't know if this is like the main protagonist. You know, we get new characters. They didn't really name who anybody was or anything like that. So I don't know. I don't know if you guys are on the Mass Effect Andromeda hype train. Let me know. Let me know if you know some of the characters, what they're called. Hey, Prime Skylanders is back in chat. What's going on? Skylander Dragon. Guys, I did a little Skylander chat a little earlier. This one I'm talking about some EA press conference stuff. Dexter says it's kind of snuck up on me. What's up? Yeah, I'm gonna do another one of these a little later after the Bethesda press conference at like 9 o'clock or something. So hopefully my voice is a little better then. Hey, YK is in chat. So then we had some FIFA stuff. I'm not gonna talk a lot about FIFA. Let's see, I got a FIFA graphic here. They went on and on with the FIFA. The sports stuff. I mean, I know EA is kind of international and everybody's hyped overseas, but I'm an American, and you know I don't really play Madden and FIFA all that much. But FIFA 17 will be a Frostbite engine. Something new they're gonna have is the Journey story mode, where you play as a character named Alex Hunter, and this is the first time the managers are gonna be in the game. Are you guys hyped Is that a thing? Do people want managers? Football, aka soccer. Do you guys want managers in the game? Is that like a thing people are like looking forward to or something? I don't know. I'm curious. Nerf and Turf says, please respond. Please respond. I missed your comment. What should I be responding to? Shocker Blast, CoinOpTV, do you want the song for Peter Parker? I'm not sure what you're talking about. I'm kind of staying on track with the EA press conference here, and you're talking about Spider-Man and Marvel stuff. You know, my brain's already fried with all the information I'm trying to digest here. Dexter, I'm probably going to miss that as well. I'll put it on the recap on my, well, not the recap of the press conference. Well, the actual conference, I'll put the recap of me talking about it on my YouTube channel. P. Diddy, yeah, the FIFA was for the London crowd. Jack says he's not big on FIFA. Neither am I. Check out Awesome Juan. What did I miss? Just recapping the EA press conference a little bit here to you guys. So then they came out. This dude came out. I don't know his name. I was trying to type people's names. They're talking about how like they loved Unraveled and working with small indie games, and they announced EA Originals, which is a funding and distribution thing for independent video games, and they claim that all the profits will go to the developers, which that all sounds great. And they introduced a game called Faye. I guess that's the way you say it. Let me click on my Faye. I grabbed the screenshot of that. Oh, there it is. With some of my notes, you can kind of see. I didn't crop that out. You can kind of see my notes as we go. So there's Faye. F-E, I guess is the way it's pronounced. I got another screenshot of Faye. Let me get that up for you guys. So Faye was announced, revealed. Looks like a little small indie game with some platforming elements to it. Apparently you're like a cub and you're living in a forest. Looked kind of cool. A lot of purple and black and yellow colors. I don't know. It looked neat. I don't think they gave a street date or anything like that. So I don't know. Are you guys excited for Faye? I think it's going to be a hard one to spell. It's just F-E. Faye, like a little tilde at the end there. Hey, Y-Rock is in chat. He says, not the best conference. I'm sure Bethesda will bring it. Yeah, overall, the EA press conference didn't blow me away. And we were all kind of sitting on the edge of our seat going, all right, Star Wars. What are you guys going to do with Star Wars? What are you going to talk about with Star Wars? So that was the next thing with Star Wars. Let me get my Star Wars screenshots up here. I don't know, my browser, things do not seem to be working the way I wanted them to here. So apologies. You know, this live streaming stuff is a tricky beast. So they did, Jade Raymond came out, and she talked about past games that have already come out, like Battlefront, Galaxy Heroes, Old Republic, and how there's this big EA initiative to bring out all these new games for Star Wars. And I'm a big Star Wars person, you know, definitely with the Force Awakens kind of awoken my interest in Star Wars a lot more than, you know, than I expected. Let me see, so they showed like a little featurette thing. Guess I didn't crop these yet, so I was kind of rushing around with things. Let me just crop this here. I got some concept art that I grabbed. Okay, here we go. So they showed a little featurette for upcoming Star Wars games. They didn't show video, it was just like screenshots, concept art. I don't know what this game is from. I was a little disappointed with the Star Wars presentation. Basically, they just mentioned like, hey, we're working on a bunch of games. We got these developers. We didn't say any names of games. We didn't say like release information, platforms, anything like that. The let's see, this one looked cool here. Let me get this. Looks like a little like Tatooine-esque. There's another screenshot here. There you go. Present to everybody. I don't know who this guy is. We got to see the back of a character. Looks like he's walking around in like a Tatooine-like place. Lots of droids and stuff like that happening. Something that was kind of cool as part of the featurette, they showed one of the game developers with some mocap artists doing some lightsaber combat. Let me see. I think I grabbed a screen of that. Let me show you guys that. So I'm looking down. I got like lots of stuff going on here. So here's some motion capture artist guys wielding some lightsabers, doing some combat for the game. So that's kind of cool. I'm always excited about lightsabers, Jedi. Be kind of, you know, I'm always excited about Star Wars, lightsabers and Jedis, things like that. My chat seems to have stalled. Are you guys still seeing me and hearing me at all? Nobody said anything. Sam SSRN says, "Hi, what's up?" Hi, what's up? Lucas, where are there Skylander news? I made a Skylander video about an hour ago, or about 2 hours now. Put that up, so that's up on my channel with some news, and hopefully I'll have some more news Tuesday or tomorrow, potentially more news. eGamer, there's a new slim Xbox. Yes, there's a picture that leaked, a white slim Xbox that looked kind of cool. I joked that maybe on Twitter, maybe it could fit in the next loot crate. And then finally we got some Battlefield. What did I didn't really grab a whole lot from Battlefield 1. Let me check my notes here and see what I wrote down. So Battlefield, we already had kind of like a trailer for Battlefield 1. Now we got like a little more of an extensive trailer. We got to see some more gameplay. The developers on the stage talked about how there's conditions on the map that you have to adjust your play style to fit them, and that you'll be able to control behemoth vehicles like the armored train, airship, etc. The trailer was just full of fast cuts, new gameplay. Looks like what they showed was campaign mode. Then they talked about how they're going to show multiplayer, but then the press conference sort of ended. I guess the multiplayer must be going on now as I'm talking about this. I don't know. I was just like, well, I got to do my recap video. So maybe I'll jump over and watch some multiplayer. I'm actually going to get to demo Battlefield 1 tomorrow at E3 Monday night. So I figured I'll just check it out hands-on. Maybe I can get some impressions after I see it. But it was a little disappointing on the Battlefield that they didn't incorporate the multiplayer into the presentation. It was a little weird. This press conference was really weird, having the two locations and spending a lot of time on individual games and not just giving us like boom, 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 like 10 games in your face was kind of strange. Damien, when is the new Xbox One coming? Tomorrow is the Microsoft press conference. I will be up bright and early watching the Microsoft press conference, and then I'll do another recap like this video, talking about my reactions and impressions, first impressions. So I think that's it. So as far as press conferences go and EA, you know, they kind of showed games we knew about and talked about games we knew about. I guess Faye was a game that sort of we didn't know about that they kind of announced, but the other games we kind of already knew about, and they didn't really show a lot. I was glad to see some Mass Effect Andromeda bits and pieces, but man, it was such a small taste. I'm a big Mass Effect person. I need a larger taste. I need to see some more of that. I hope they bring out some sort of awesome gameplay story trailer for Mass Effect Andromeda. Hopefully I'll get to play some Battlefield 1 and some Titanfall 2 during E3. Those two games are on my list. eGamer, when is Microsoft press conference? It's tomorrow Monday morning at like 9:30 a.m. Pacific Coast time. So I don't know if you're East Coast or West Coast. You can watch all these streaming on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/E3, I think. And then on my channel, youtube.com/CoinOpTV, I'll try and do these little recaps, hype it up. So, all right, I guess that's it for this video. Thanks a bunch for watching me recapping and rambling and giving you guys shout outs. I'm trying to save my voice, do some short videos. I got a big week ahead of me. Thanks a bunch for watching for CoinOpTV. We'll see you guys next time.